Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Valrion here. Today I have a new idea about a new series to do. I'm going to be playing on my ults and I'm going to try new things to climb the celeb every time. We're going to play some different compositions and I'm going to generally have some fun and see what we can do to perhaps break the meta. Now this week we have a team of Taisha and SPMio. So this TaishaMio team is very cheesy. And so I'll get right into the team introduction and we're going to have some showcase games afterwards. Hey guys, alright, now we are going to go over some of the core members of our team and what I have prepared with this account to run the TaishaMio cheese team. Afterwards, we're going to do showcase some fights, but firstly, I'm going to talk about some of the core members as this team is called TaishaMio, so we're going to go with Taisha. So the Taisha, well, since the home comp is named after him, he can wear Azure, Sprite, or Mero. You do want to stack as much speed on him as much as possible, since the faster he is, the better. I do recommend Azure because it is the simplest. It allows you to constantly have orbs and never have to think about whether you have an Azure user on the team, because you first pick him and you already have the Azure bonuses. It's best to have it above plus 150 if you can, but around this, plus 148, plus 146, good enough. Good enough. For most cases. You do want to have slot 4 hit, but unfortunately I don't have a set like that, so I do stack a bit of reverse hit, about 30%. It has failed me on a lot of occasions, so I do recommend slot 6 effect hits. Next up is SPMio on her claws set. You can run Seductress if you want. Fanny I think is worse, but claws is probably the best since you do face quite a few shielders now in the meta. Full DPS, you want to put her faster than the Onmyoji, about 129, 128, a bit more above that. Do suggest tuning her right before the Onmyoji because there are some picks you want that are faster than Mio, so that they can be prioritized to be pulled by Taisha Realm. But essentially in most cases, she's like the person to be pulled right after Taisha moves. Try to get a bit of crit damage, but if it's a bit weaker, that's okay. Next up, we'd like to talk about SP Orochi, one of the main DPS partners to be put with SPMio. I do recommend Shadow over with Zoa here because you can face slight orb issues depending on your picks. You want to tune him a little bit faster than SPMio so he does get pulled by Taisha Realm if he is used. Okay, next we have the SSR Orochi. So for this account, I think my fastest is about 157. So I did break it up a little bit so that I have my fastest set split between SSR Orochi and SSR Emma. SSR Emma has a bit of the pieces, SP Orochi has some of the pieces too, but this is the fastest set I do have among this whole team building. So if you can do a bit faster than 155, that's good, but 150, I do recommend above 150 is good enough. This is basically a surprise card to help break some of the auto teams people are running, for example the Ungai Shuten, Hanya, that sort of thing. And yeah, it's you don't have to have him, but it's nice. Next up we have the SP Ungai. This is a flex pick. I never really used it, but just have it just in case there's like some occasion where it feels right to have him in, but yeah, never really used him. Next up is SP Ebisu. I was trying something new with this Dice Spirit, a way to like sort of cheese spam rate D teams, but if you do have it, well, but my speed is not fast enough, it'll be shown later in the videos, but yeah, not good enough. Yeah, it's more optimal if you have like a plus 140, plus 150 Dice Spirit. I did use Mero before, but not really an important card to have. Susanoo, nice to have, sometimes you can use him for cheese. I do recommend building him a little bit fast. I don't even have a crit damage set, but that's okay. Basically, he throws some spears which can proc SP Momiji. Next up, let's go in order, but they're not in order of importance. They're mostly like in reverse order of importance. Next up is Shokure. Have him on full damage Kyo. It's a cheese pick combined with Hakuzosu with crit damage slot 6. Basically, attack, crit damage. Doesn't have to be a great set. It's like, okay, good enough to be used. Haku, don't really use Haku except for cheesing. Make sure that you tune your crit damage to be higher than everybody else. So look at your SB-Mio, look at your SB Orochi. Crit damage should be higher. Make sure Haku's skill 2 is skilled up. But yeah, just do any set, the fastest set with that high amount of crit damage in. Miketsu, a key card here. I have it on Sprite, but you can use Soul Edge, Tree Nymph, whatever. 1/1/1 is fine. High effect, I do prioritize high effect hit, so that I can actually get through the sort of res that opponent SB Ungai might have, that sort of thing. Next up, Koi. I personally really like Koi, but it's not suitable for this team in particular. It's good when teams when you have like a dedicated puller to pull the Koi up. Its sole job is mainly to CC opponent Kododama. I don't really have a puller here, so I don't get to use Koi that much. Basically, I have him on speed, attack, crit damage, or speed, attack, crit, build up that crit damage. The whole thing is revolved around her bubble cage, because when you bubble prison the Kododama, they can't let out the skill 3. SB Arakawa, I did have this plan to go up against Taki SB Sen sort of surfing team. I didn't really get much use out of him. It's just there. Sometimes I could find a use. Higan, a stable card. I think I got maybe 1 use out of the Higan. Basically, if the opponent tries to overcommit on contesting speed and didn't bring a C-Sprite, you Higan them. Yeah. Okay, so next, this is a very important card here. Very important Shigami here. You want to have the SB SSR Enma to help CC your opponents. Definitely contest for first speed, because a lot of the core components of this team is in fighting for whether Taisha gets to move or not. So very important card, very important Shigami. Do want slot 4 speed, and yeah, mine's only 154. If you have it faster, even better. So yeah, very important. I recommend putting a broken set onto this with slot 4 hit. If this is skilled up, even better, because it increases the base chance. But if it's not, then it's alright. Ren, it is important when you do need a C-Sprite carry on your team, because typically when you play this team, you don't have a C-Sprite. Well, for me, I don't have a C-Sprite. But if you have it, it's nice for flex pick in case of incoming dangers. Shira is also on Sprites. Yeah, it's mostly just a standard Shira set. Normally when you do go for Shira, you're going for some SP Momiji, that sort of thing, so her stats don't matter too much, but I do have her on full crit damage set just to provide the maximum amount of shielding in case I do meet some nuke team and I decide to play Shira. Alright, SP Momiji, standard Ekoa damage set, tune faster than Onmyoji. Yeah, very standard DPS thing. Good against Susanu's, good against some teams, but mainly here to add a lot of damage for the Mio to proc. Very key card here, SSR Ungai. The stats don't matter too much, but do want him around fairly fast, plus 120, plus 110, plus 130, that sort of speed with Mero. Applies the Mirror Shield and helps you sustain against heavy CC, gives pulling. Very good card, very good Shigami overall. Senhime, I play this sometimes against occasions where SP card doesn't work. Very good defensively. The Tree Nymph messes up with my opponent's orbs, and I can be able to have long-term value with the freeze. Kododama, also nice. It's basically an alternative to SP Orochi, except a bit more reliable, can happen during the opponent's turns. Crit damage, claws, try to tune faster than SP-Mio. Kujaku, very standard full effect hit, Senesio around 205 to 10 speed. Basically against co-ops, against SP Momiji, very good. You sort of abandon your initial strategy to cheese them out, and you just focus on Kujaku winning the game. Taki, always good against nuke. I have him on a slow build with a lot of defense. Typically, I just felt that Taisha already grants a lot of pulling, and the Taki's here just to be really tanky and to mess with the opponents. But essentially, you could just put him on speed as well. It's also good. SP Hanya, one of the weaknesses of this team is definitely Susanu, so I have him on Soul Edge. Yeah, a bit slower. Basically, the goal is to just tank and making sure that you can open up the realm, and yeah, hope your team survives. SP Shooting, same thing. It's trying to counter Susanoo. I've been fairly fast, about plus 120 is okay. Yeah, Soul Edge, Susanoo counter, but I do rarely use those two. Here is a very, very important card here. Okay, one of probably the hardest to build in, well, maybe I consider it one of the harder to build Shikigamis for this team. Basically, this one is all about max crit. You want it to be above 250 speed. Max crit, shadow, DPS set. It's a huge cheese card, very important for this comp. So yeah, if you have to build things, it has to be like the SP Orochi, SP Oni, SSR Emma, TaishaMio. Those are like super key ones. And then the SP Kag that's coming up. SP Kag, yep, your main ore provider. You probably want to put her behind the Onmyoji. In most cases, I have her on fairly tanky, but I also stack a bit of crit damage. Basically, she adds a lot of damage to your team. You can run Sea Spray if you want, but if you do run Sea Spray, you have to stack crit. So I opted not to, and I stack crit damage with the Marrow. You can run her Azure, but then you need to put one of the Marrow or Sea Spray on Taisha, which I simply don't have. Basically, yeah, simple tank set, lots of crit damage to help. A role is to just provide enough orbs for that initial burst, and hopefully you win. Lastly, another pretty important one is Shishio. Shishio really helps with dealing with people who tank up, who run SP Susabi, when you have really no way to break through quickly. So you run the Shishio to help mitigate the damage and serves as a different alternate win condition. I have an unfortunate cap. You can run Soul Taker, but I feel like you do run into orb issues if you do that. So yeah, Fortune Cap to help alleviate most of it. And basically tank, you can run Res slot 4, mainly to just mess with, to dodge against a lot of the CC, whether it's Kododama, whether it's SP Enma, that sort of thing. And lastly, SP Susabi, I really haven't used this set. Basically, it's to add more damage if you have like a Kodo, if you're running like, if you happen to run maybe SP Emma in 4th slot, you can consider an SP Susabi 5th slot. Basically, yeah, it's another damage option, but typically never used it, it's just here. So yeah, that's about it for the team summary. I think the most important cards, most important Shikigami, definitely Mio, Taisha, SP Orochi, Enma, Angai, Sen kind of, but Onikiri, SP Kag, and Shishio. Yeah, and the rest are like not so used, nice to have, but things to consider. Like for example, Shira, Shokure, Momiji. Alright, switch over to actual gameplay.
I've never been exposed like this before. I'm good at shutting you out. I've always had a way of keeping closed. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're faded, I've been too much on your plate. I'll keep hiding, calling you. since you got me out in the open. Now I'm ready to dive in. I know you told you it would be a slow burn. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's if you're fading, I've been too much on your plate. I'll keep hiding, calling out beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're faded, I've been too much on your plate. I'll keep hiding, calling out your
みんなの願いは私が守る。輝きは失われない。みんなの願いは私が守る。
わらわに屈服せよ僕をもっと楽しませてよ逃げられない
ついにだ行動の選別を受けよ勝負の因果に飲み込まれろ金図
光
その思い引き届け。
コンパクト破滅を食い止めてみせますよ共に窮地を乗り越えましょうわらわに屈服せよ逃げられない
みんなは守る。こんなに月明かり一人一年の
逃げられない日の光貫け日没の意志が良好へと受け継がれるでしょう
私が守る。その思い引き届け。
わらわに屈服せよおいでなさい
こ
琥珀は逃げません。
力を割りに
琥珀がいる限り大丈夫です。わらわに屈服せよ。コンパ返上。
人は地獄に落ちる。
おいでなさい。来なさい。彼岸花の幻影に吹けるがいい。残念だな、悪いね。残念だな。残念だな。仲間に見捨てられたの
が守る
まだ死なないで。
みんなは守るこれで絶縁だ
五行撃退陣。
我には通じる
Oh my God, you are the devil. No, I can't take the side.
みんなの願いは私が守る
Now I was find comfort in the pain. Tell me who can I rely on?
神我の力を二人に包みたまえ
Cause me pain.
人間
ついな。友人合同の選別を受け。 絶対人。
神、まだ仲間を光で包みたまえ。
恐れることはない。
人だけ
コンパク復活。
騙す承知しないよ。
逃げられない。
いきなりの左もう必要ないの。
ついにだ。友禅合同の
ユウ、いでよ。その力を我に。
破滅を食い止めてみせましょう。運命の遠出を彼はしません。
ユウ、いでよ。その力を我に。
私守りましょう。
全てを忘れ最初の城に戻る。
あなたの命が生まれる。
まだ夢から目覚めていないのか。
コンパク復活。
てを忘れ最初の城に戻る。
そう聞き届けた。
魂魄返上。
ついにだ。友人合同の選別を送る。
り
When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind went backwards just for a minute, I hold on to you before the memory goes. I remember you.
8月の意志が大運が積まれるでしょう。
運命の光明を彼は知らせ
私が守る。
悪いね。
わらわに屈服せよ 照らしなさい
失われ
Close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs.
そのまま引き戻す。
Hold on to you.
琥珀は逃げません 来なさい 運命の光明を彼は逃げません
全行さすれば通りてえと言ったら
Hey everyone, that's it for this video. If you kind of like this series and want to see more, give this video a like, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.